This is our 10th story. This is usually our kicker story. For Monday, we have 10 stories. For the rest of the week, it's 8 stories. But our final story of the statute is usually something that's either silly or maybe irrelevant or something that's just so out there that it's there. Or like last week, last Monday's 10th story, it was the only way to sneak in Amber Heard because you guys blew her up over the weekend to talk about Amber Heard and her baby, yet we didn't want to talk about Amber Heard. Here's a story that's sort of a kick in the pants to us, and it's the only thing we have that's so much Trump adjacent. Let me get into it, and because this is actually a bit more serious than normally we do for a kicker style. Moody's downgrades U.S. credit rating after soaring national debt. The downgrade from Moody's of the U.S. sovereign credit rating from AAA to AA1, citing persistent fiscal deficits and rising interest payments. This move aligns with Moody's other major rating agencies and other folks who previously downgraded U.S. credit ratings. Moody's is the gold standard, and now that they've got us down, we have issues. This downgrade reflects concerns over the nation's growing debt burden and the lack of effective measures to address it. That means it's everyone's problem. But the problem that has to be fixed right now is in the hands of President Donald Trump. The downgrade has led to increased borrowing costs, with the yield on 30-year Treasury bonds rising above 5% for the first time since November 2023. Stock markets have reacted negatively, and the U.S. dollar has weakened against the major currencies. We'll see what happens come Monday today, because this downgrade happened on Friday. We'll see if it can rebound or what's going to happen throughout the week. Analysts express concern over long-term impacts on the economy. The Biden administration actually criticized the downgrade from the past because folks in that administration said it's basically due to congressional Republican extremism and function. With Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent right now is blaming the Biden administration, the past, for fiscal policies of the downgrade. Essentially, we inherited this thing, and in 4 months we tried to fix it, and it's gotten worse. Although the downgrade to the actual rating didn't happen until the 4 months that they got in the office and the things they've been doing going forward. Now, Moody projects the federal deficits could rise to nearly 9% of GDP by 2035, driven by increased interest payments and entitlement spending, although they're trying to cut that spending to fix for the tax cut they want to put in place. Agency actually emphasized the need for effective fiscal reforms to stabilize the nation's financial trajectory. Basically, what we all need to know is we need to cut back on things and fix things and not give away money to people who don't necessarily need it. And if we're going to give away money, make sure people that get it that actually need it. Making that happen is, of course, the question.